The 7 Little Goats. Loulou and Lou are at the petting zoo. After looking at the chickens and pigs, they've now ended up near the goats. Look at that goat, shouts Loulou. She points to the goat that's standing on a barrel. How could it have gotten up there? Says Lou. Maybe he can fly, says Loulou, with little goat wings. A goat with wings? I've never heard of such a thing, says Lou. No, there's no goats with wings, says Loulou. But I have heard of goats that play board games before. Huh? Where did you hear about goats playing games? Asks Lou. In the story of the 7 little goats, of course, answers Loulou. One rainy day, there were 7 little goats all cozied up together in their house in the woods. Their goat mother had gone to the market in the village that morning to get some bread. Hello, my little goat children, I'm home again, said the goat mother. Hello, Mama, said the 7 little goats. They'd been doing arts and crafts all day, and now, with the 7 of them, they were playing the board game, Goats and Ladders. What kind of game is that? Asks Lou. Just like Chutes and Ladders, says Loulou, but then for goats. Ah, I get it, says Lou. Not a single little goat wanted to lose at the game Goats and Ladders, so they were all doing their very best to win. Ha! You fell down a chute and I climbed a ladder. You'll never catch up. Bah! Why does that always happen to me? Went the conversation. Little goats, I'm going back to the village, said their mother. I completely forgot to get the things we need for dinner, she said to the 7 little goats. You know the rules. Don't open the door for strangers, especially not the big bad wolf. Yes, said the 7 little goats. We won't open the door. Quickly, they carried on with their game. Yes, I rolled a 6. The little goats were keeping very busy with their game when their mother headed out the door. After a while, they heard, knock, knock, knock. Who could that be? Said one of the little goats. Hello, little goats, said a deep voice. It's me, your mother. That's not possible, replied a smart little goat. Our mom's voice doesn't sound like that. The goats looked out the window and saw the big bad wolf standing outside. Big bad wolf, we know it's you. We aren't opening the door. The big bad wolf knew that he'd been caught because of his voice. That's why he headed off to the school in the woods and asked for a piece of chalk. When the headmaster of the school gave him some, he swallowed it up. Chomp. Gulp. Gone. A piece of chalk? Asks Lou, surprised. A soft chalk drop, says Loulou, for a softer voice. The wolf now had a soft voice and went back to the house of the 7 little goats. The little goats had just started a new game of tag. That actually wasn't allowed inside their mother's house. But now that Mother was out, the goats were secretly playing tag anyway. Tag, you're it. Why did you tag me again? You always tag me, shouted the youngest goat. Then there was another knock, knock on the door. The goats all quickly froze in place. "Could our mother be back already?" said one of the little goats. "Hello, little goats, it's me, your mother. Open up the door." That voice does sound like our mother," said the oldest goat. "Show us your paw." The wolf placed his gray paw on the windowsill. "You're the wolf!" shouted a little goat. "That's not the white paw of our mother." The wolf had been caught again. "I have to do something with that gray paw of mine quickly," he said. So he went on his way to the baker. "Hello, baker," growled the wolf. The baker was shocked. "Hello, Mr. Wolf. Can I, do something for you?" "Yes, baker, sprinkle some white flour over my paws," said the wolf. Because the baker was so afraid, he helped the wolf at once. He sprinkled white flour on the wolf's paws. "There, the paws are now white," trembled the baker. The wolf grunted in satisfaction and headed back to the house of the 7 little goats in the woods. "Hello, goat children, it's your mother," said the wolf again when he was out front of the house, using his best soft mother voice. The goats were, in the meanwhile, playing hide and seek. Their mother had still not come home.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ready or not, here I come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Ready or not, here I come. And with your 1, 2, 3, and your 4, 5, 6, and your 7, 8, 9, and 10. With your 1, 2, 3, and your 4, 5, 6, and your 7, 8, 9, and 10.
When they heard the gentle voice and saw the white paw, the oldest little goat opened the door without thinking. You're the wolf!" shouted the goat. Quickly, the other goats ran back to their hiding places. One little goat jumped under the table, the second into bed, the third in the chimney, the fourth in the kitchen, the fifth in the closet, the sixth under the sink, the seventh in the cabinet of the grandfather clock. The big bad wolf found them all and took the goats with him. Only the youngest goat was left, still hiding inside the clock. When the mother of the 7 little goats came home, she saw the door open. "This is not good," she said. She ran into the house, and tears burst from her eyes. The tables and stools were all turned upside down. The closets were all opened up, and she didn't see a single one of her 7 little goat children. "Oh no, this can't be happening. My 7 little goats. Didn't you listen to me?" she sobbed. The youngest goat heard his mother in the room. "I'm here, inside the grandfather clock." The goat mother quickly opened the door on the clock and lifted the littlest goat out. The youngest little goat began to tell how the big bad wolf had taken the other little goats with him. Together with his mother, the young goat thought up a clever plan to rescue the other little goats. The mother goat and the youngest little goat headed out together. They walked into the forest until they came to the large willow tree. The wolf lay there snoring deeply. was the sound. The 6 little goats that he had taken with him, he had hidden high up inside of a hollow tree. The mother and the youngest little goat knew that the wolf was hungry, so they had come up with an idea to make a feast out of the groceries that the mother goat had picked up at the market. And as soon as the wolf was distracted, they would rescue the other little goats. When the feast was ready, the wolf woke up because of the wonderful smells and immediately began to eat. While the wolf wasn't paying attention, the mother and the youngest little goat quickly helped the 6 others out of the tree using a ladder. The wolf was so preoccupied that he didn't notice anything else going on around him. By the time he was ready to eat the goats for dessert, they were gone. Thank goodness! The little goats had learned their lesson. They would never just open their door to anyone anymore, only for their real mother. How smart of the youngest goat to hide in the clock, says Lou. I would never have thought of that. Exactly. The young little goat was so smart, huh, Lou? Says Loulou. So was their plan to make a meal for the wolf. Would the little goats here also like to eat something? Asks Lou. Maybe we can give them some blades of grass, says Loulou. Oh, that's a good idea, exclaims Lou. Come on, we can pick some over here, says Loulou. Loulou and Lou give the goats a feast of grass through the fence. The goats munch until their bellies are all full, almost as full as the wolf's belly was.